Hello, everyone. This is Kerwin, and welcome to an episode of Travel Talk. And in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about people drinking alcohol in the airport and on the airplane. Let's go. So, uh, there's been a number of blog posts on our Instagram posts or threads about people uh, drinking alcohol in the airport. Alcohol is a huge revenue source for the airlines. And during I think COVID, when we had a lot of issues going on, some airlines had stopped serving alcohol and all that. And so obviously they lost money and all that kind of good stuff. But alcohol has also become a source of trouble because when people get inebriated and you get drunk easier when you're flying, and I know the science behind it, but that's how it works. Uh, and so some people have to usually get cut off, but that's not what I'm going to talk about today. What I really want to talk about today is, all right, a girl was online and she showed how you can drink alcohol in the airport. And what she did, she brought through a cup, one of those sippy cups, and I guess she put whatever liquid she wanted in it after she came through security, and then she was drinking while walking down in the airport. And now you cannot drink alcohol in the airport in spaces that are not designated. You especially cannot drink your own alcohol in the airport. There are rules against that. And the airlines tell you. So basically, you can drink alcohol in the airport if you're in a bar. And you will see the bars will have or place that have a license to sell alcohol or liquor, the lounges and stuff. They'll have a note that says you can't take the alcohol beyond this point. In the lounges, you normally don't have that in the lounges, but people who use the lounges know they shouldn't do that. So yeah, so you can't be walking down uh the the walkway in the airport with a bottle of beer in your hand drinking. No, it doesn't work that way. So likewise, you kind of put it in a sippy cup and walk down the thing in a sippy cup. Now, no one's gonna come over and go, "What's in your sippy cup?" I mean, we're not gonna do that. They expect you to be decent human beings and not drink in the outside of the drinking areas. So that's the first thing. And you're showing that you're cute with a cup and drinking from the cup is stupid. Because when you're ready to board, if the agent smells alcohol in your breath or you seem inebriated, they can deny you boarding. And I've seen it before at the airport once. And this lady, she came up and she's like, uh, the guy's like, ma'am, you're inebriated. You've been drinking. Oh, I've only had one drink. And he's like, ma'am, you're not boarding this flight. And so she continues and she's arguing. And she's like, ma'am, the guy's like, ma'am, I've told you that you're not boarding this flight. Please go sit over there. And you're not getting on this flight today. And she got mad. And then she got belligerent and she started cursing and she started looking at us as passengers to side with her. And of course, everybody ignored her because no one's getting involved in all that. And so she never made the flight. She eventually left. I don't know what happened to her. Uh, on the plane, you cannot you cannot drink your own alcohol on the plane. When and the flight attendants will tell you that you cannot drink your own alcohol on the plane. You can order. So people, one of the things I saw was somebody in duty free. They ordered a bottle they had champagne in there. I think they bought it in duty free and they opened it on the plane. And of course, the airlines know how to open alcohol, a bottle of bubbly on a plane. She doesn't. And she's trying to open it. Oh, she opened it and the lid, bloop, hitting the ceiling, and there's alcohol everywhere. So much for hiding the thing that you brought on the plane, right? And so, a lot of people think that the airlines are just trying to be mean, but they're not trying to be mean. They've done this stuff before and they understand how it all works. And just think, if you were allowed to drink your own alcohol on the plane, oh my God, there'd be so many drunk people on the plane. And then, all kinds of stuff happen. People get inebriated because one, lots of people when they get drunk, they don't remember what happened. And then they start doing things that are way deep down in their subconscious that they've been thinking of. But because they're not drunk, then they don't do it. But when they're drunk, watch out. So um, just recognize that you cannot drink your own alcohol on the airplane. The flight attendants can cut you off whenever you appear that you've had too much of the alcohol that they're serving you. So if you're in business class and first class, and if you're like a frequent flyer with the airline, you normally get free booze. Um, Otherwise, you have to pay for it, and it gets pretty expensive. And some airlines, they'll charge like nowadays you can actually use your miles to purchase alcohol on the plane. But under no circumstances can you take out a little thing of your alcohol, pop it in your sippy cup, and drink it. Doesn't work. Doesn't work that way. Now you can drink a soda. You can bring your own soda. You can bring your own water. You can do anything you want, anything juice, as long as it's non-alcoholic. Then you're fine. And a lot of these things are in what's called the airline's contract of carriage. It'll tell you all that in there. But of course, when people and you agree to that when you bought the ticket to get on the plane. So stay away from the booze when you fly. It just doesn't work. And and stop posting these videos online if you're breaking the law. And then when people telling you that you're breaking the law, you have all kinds of, because I did a comment on the one of the girls' posts, and I got so much hate about it. People were like, well, who designated you the hall monitor? And when people start getting stupid like that, I'm like, you know what? I'm out because I don't understand why someone is trying to help you so you don't get into trouble. And this is the kind of comments that comes back. And people are like, well, how will they know? Well, when you drink alcohol, you get drunk. And when you get drunk, everybody knows you're drunk. And so they will know. The flight attendants will know, well, I didn't serve this person any alcohol. So how are they drunk? Well, you brought your own alcohol. And that's how you got drunk on the plane. So be careful out there. Uh, do not bring your own alcohol on the plane and drink it. Just doesn't work that way. This is Kerwin with Travel Talk. Have a great flight and stay sober. Talk to you soon.